Hey everybody, Dev here. This episode is all about Laloons, and long-time viewers will know that I tried Laloon myself a few months ago and didn't have much luck with it. You're about to see the enemy in this particular clan war are also struggling with their Laloons. So let's take a look at some of the more spectacular flops, and hopefully we can see some things that can improve your Laloon game if you are going down that track. So first up, we've got number 12 dropping to number 16 on Knipee here, and he's got some level 1 hounds and 20 loons and some minions. 9 haste spells, 9, that's not a misprint, and he's got a skeleton spell. Let's get underway, shall we? Here's the CC. Important things for any Laloon attack: take out the heroes first, take out the CC as well, and then your air defenses need to drop, and then you should be okay. This person has started off innocently enough, using the hound to draw the CC. In this case it's a baby dragon and some archers, a whole mess of them. There is after the new update, it has been confirmed that Supercell have changed the way in which things are deployed. Now it's a first in, first out sort of system, so you've got to be careful when stocking up your war CCs. Anyway, take a look at these 9 hastes. Probably needed 2 poisons there, because take a look at that baby dragon and that witch combo. It is devastating. It is distracting all the pups, distracted all the, didn't distract the loons, and the minions just weren't enough to take out the baby dragon. So here we go, look at the baby dragon here, taking out the pups, takes a shot, and just gets that baby pup there. But the rest of the attack has petered out. The loons weren't strong enough, the hounds weren't strong enough, and the CC troops weren't dealt with in a timely manner. So a rather spectacular 36% no star attack there. Okay. So back to the war map. We're currently 61 to 52 with about 5 hours to go. Take a look at Omega Supreme. Again, my alternate account. Have to say I'm pretty happy I got a defense against a Laloon here. Similar sort of idea, the CC is hard to draw, but these guys were big fans of using loons. Using 2 or 3 there, it looks like 3. Zooming in, oh, there is a Tesla. It's going to cause a few issues, and the mine there and the skeletons deployed just stops that CC from being fully deployed. However, baby dragon, ideally I wanted the archers out first before the baby dragon, so we're going to look at the way that you stack up your CC. Drawing everything out into the corner, I'm going to speed up to ×2 here. Using minions and a hero, the king to distract, and then the queen behind with no poison. Again, this will be a common theme, by the way. And using the hounds to get across the line, and that's where all the traps are. So, again, Laloon attacks, they really are an all or nothing. Quite often it's 1 star or 3 stars. Very rarely have I ever seen a 2-star Laloon. And saying that, there's going to be 1 or 2 a bit later on. Okay, but if that queen doesn't go down, you can see that the balloons are going to have a real bad time of it. As a matter of fact, this person ends up doing quite a lot of damage, getting about 86, courtesy of the queen going around the outside in that clockwise direction. But ultimately, there just wasn't enough firepower, and even if they had 10 minutes, I don't think that that Tesla, queen, king, and cannon were going to be troubled too much by the queen. I think in the end, this person would have lost regardless. Alrighty, now on to a trio of defenses from Luca. Currently, Luca is standing undefeated. Look at that, only 2 stars taken from him. And there were 3 attacks on him so far. The first one, as you can see, is going to end up being quite short. Falling quite short, sorry. I have to say, with Luca's base, I'm pretty impressed. He came to this clan with this base virtually as it is, with a few tweaks from myself, and he's moved a couple of things around. We've got quite a solid defensive base here. Again, they're using loons to try and get over the line to deploy the CC. All the archers have come streaming out first, and the baby dragon will come out last, so I don't know what's going on with the CC troops there. You can see the point now where the person is bamboozled by what's going on. Again, using minions, a very similar army to the last 2 attacks, by the way, just not so many haste spells. Alright, we'll speed up now. Using the king to try to I don't know, deal with the archers. In comes the baby dragons, in comes the rest of the CC troops. Hounds make a direct beeline for those air defences. But then again, you can see the blowers are causing some resistance, and the air defences behind them. Good coverage there. Okay, so again, the CC troops causing some problems, and the heroes not going down quick enough, and those Expos having a field day, taking out those pups and minions. So the Laloon attack, it is very procedural. Just like a hog attack, you need to take out the CC, you need to take out the heroes. I'm going to belabor that point, aren't I? Alright, second defense from Luca. Came from their number 9. Who incidentally attacked Omega just before as well. You saw that replay. Alright, so same base. Do you think they're going to adapt? Oh, slightly. They've gone with the Loon going the other way. But now there's 2 Teslas there. Aha! Trapped you. So they send in another Loon with them haste. Again, I don't know what, that is a very unusual way of drawing CC. You can see in this base that the CC draw is quite difficult and tricky. Designed that way on purpose to lure them over to those Teslas, so it's good to see they have fallen slightly into the trap. Moving to 2 times speed, familiar story, King goes down and then the Queen behind. King is a meat shield here. Sending in 2 Loons per air defense and then raging up. Again, a very standard sort of Laloon, but you can see the way that the buildings, the defensive buildings are, they've actually pathed those Loons away from the middle of the base. In fact, they skipped that Expo until a bit later on. Now those Teslas down there are going to cause all sorts of grief. Up top, nothing going on there. Again, the Tesla farm destroying the minions, destroying the pups, destroying the king. So again, this person was a little unlucky, but then again, didn't learn too much from the previous replay. Speaking of not learning enough, the next one, the third in the trio against Luca. I swear I don't have anything against Laloon, and as a matter of fact, since the update, I'm a big fan of them because they haven't been able to break my base either. Number 4. Goodness gracious me, number 4. It's a big drop, 8 places. And this person's bringing level 3 hounds, level 6 loons, level 5 minions, 4 hastes, 4 rage, no poison again. People, come on. Here's the CC. Oh, same place as before. Okay, now this person genuinely feels that they can actually deploy the CC with their stronger loons, but that is not the case. Once again, a haste, perhaps dropping one of those rages for 2 poisons, or sorting that out a different way. Again, not learning. Flying directly into the face of the air sweepers is not a good idea either, so he decides to use the king this time to try and trigger CC, which actually happens. Alright, and the king goes down courtesy of the CC troops. Not an ideal start. In comes the queen and the minions. Okay, getting some good value now, starting to take out those CC, so popping the queen ability early, this will prove very costly. And now that the CC troops are dealt with, taking up a little bit of time, this person is now going to start doing their Laloon. Now, they've taken a good amount of time here, trying to be nice and patient, obviously. I'm going to speed up, because those level 3 hounds are particularly strong, and this is where the Laloon almost succeeds. The rages, everything going from the right angle, going to the right defenses, under the right amount of rage, it's great. One of those hounds goes down, a second hound goes down, there's still 2 left, third hound goes down now. Okay, but there's still 1 hound up, and this looks as though it's going to be a pretty tight finish. The queen is still plugging away, but it's the pups that end up doing the deed on her. And now there's nothing left, and the loons and the hounds and the pups can just run riot. 42 seconds left on the clock. One of those pups is still trying to take out the king there. You can see the loons being dragged off course. There we go. Looks like all the buildings are going to fall in short order. Look how much of these loons this guy's got left. This is incredible. 3, 2, 1, and... oh, no. I've been in that position before. Kian, Santang, and I know your pain. Oh my god, 99% on the last building and your loons were just about to drop. So I think pre-update you would have had that one in the bag. Post-update, unfortunately, the loons have been nerfed, and that is a clear sign that things are not as they seem before the update. Number 2, their second person on the map should be the second strongest attacker up against Peterbro. Similar army compositions. These guys have no imagination, and I do think that it could even be the same dude just doing 10 different accounts and not learning from his mistakes. Especially since number 2 and number 3 are both named Umar Ali. Same sort of CC draw, which I think is very intensive on the resources, and again doomed to failure. This time Peterbro's got a big drag rather than a baby drag. We'll speed up. I'm conscious of time here. Now traditional, yeah, minions, king, queen, dealing with CC. No poison required, obviously. These guys are very secure in their knowledge that it's going to work. I don't believe so. Let's slow down for a little bit, see what's going on here. The Inferno on single just cooked that hound pretty damn quick. And then the Inferno on multi will have a great time taking out the individual targets there of the loons and then the pups and then everything else. Queen hasn't gone down, she's lending a hand. Free spell comes down too late, goes on to a sweeper rather than an Inferno, and then the loons just turn around and go the other way anyway. Okay, and so the sweeper now goes for that one little pup. But you can see also that that queen, she's still up, she's got a little bit of health left, she's not going to be troubled at all by any of these remaining troops. So we'll speed up just to the end. One more after this. Speed up again to 4. There we go. All right, one more to go. And again, number 2, as you can see, Umar Ali again, going for our number 3, Chrys. Spoiler alert, 2 stars. A very symmetrical base, and this was probably the best Laloon of the lot, to be honest. There's a flaw in this base that you can probably see straight away. Well, now you can anyway. Still using the haste and the loons to try and draw the CC out. There we go, there's a baby dragon, and there must be quite a few archers still in there. That must be frustrating for them. If anything, I bet you can probably change your CC compositions to deal with Laloons. We took a look at the attackers before the war started, took a look at their troop strengths and made a guess. We guessed they'd be Lalooners. Our guess was dead on. Thanks Peterbro for that. And here comes the CC troops. What's going to happen? Oh, it's going to be a king, and it's going to be a queen, and it's going to be minions. Well, they got the job done, just a little heavy on the resources. In comes the 3 hounds from level 3 and a level 4 hound. And again, this base was probably the best one for the Laloon because of the way that the buildings were, the way that the defensive structures were. That freeze taking out 2 Infernos at once is the flaw I was talking about before. Not a good thing to do. If I was Chrys, I'd be looking at that situation. But the Queen, once again, hasn't gone down. And she just took out that entire right flank virtually on her own. She had an X-bow to help, of course. And even the King, he's not such a big deal in a Laloon attack, but he's still up. He's distracting things. Okay, so we're getting some value. Finally, the Queen goes down courtesy of their Queen. But it's too little too late. The minions take out the Town Hall for a clutch 2-star. But after that, there's really nothing left for them. Right, there we have it. Some Laloon fails. Again, I'm not gloating about it, but I just think that if your clan doesn't have a wide range of attacks, varied attacks, I don't necessarily think that you're going to be successful. You need to have Lalooners in your army, in your clan. You need to have Hoggers in your clan. You need to have Valks. You need to have Bowlers. In fact, the clan that has the wider range of strategies will do better in clan wars generally, I feel. So, lesson for today, take out the CC troops, take out the heroes, and try to do different attacks with different compositions for different bases. Thanks for watching. As always, Dev out.